We'd like to thank Portland Community Media for hosting us. My name is Paige, and this is Steve. And we just moved from Virginia to Portland, and we'd like to share some tunes with you.
This first song is called 7 Seconds of Terror, and it's about showbiz. I took what was yours. I balled it up and I fed it to the world. And now I wish I hadn't. 'Cause now I'm feeling paranoid. I wish I could travel back in time before I promised your demise. 'Cause now I'm sinking in my mind. Everything could go, but I say no man left behind. You left a message on my phone. You left several more and then showed up at my home. I think I'm being hunted now. Just look how far they've come. I wish I could travel back in time before I lead to your demise. 'Cause now I'm sinking in my mind. I could run, but there's just nowhere left to hide. No, there's nowhere left to hide. No, there's nowhere left to hide. Just go away. I don't want you to bother me anymore. All this for 7 seconds. Why won't you let it die? I wish I could travel back in time before I lead to your demise. 'Cause now I'm sticking in my mind. This is dumb and I got little fish to fry. Thank you.
So I just released an EP called Fluorescence. under the name Shades of Opal, and this song is called In My Head. You can stay in my head, where you can sleep in my bed. You can take me far from where me and you actually are. I can stay in your brain, where I can whisper your name. I can take us far, far enough to see the unwielding Oh, please be mine, and over time I'll care for you, staring into those striking blue eyes you use. Oh, please be mine, and over time I'll care for you, staring into those striking blue eyes you use. Oh, please be mine, and over time I'll care for you, staring into those striking blue eyes you use. Oh, please be mine, and over time I'll care for you, staring into those striking blue eyes you use. Oh, please be mine, and over time I'll care for you, staring into those striking blue eyes you use. Oh, please be mine, and over time I'll care for you, staring into those striking blue eyes you use. Thank you.
My name is Elisa Barrios. I'm the Youth Media Education Coordinator, and I come to work because I'm inspired by youth and giving an opportunity for young people to share their voice.
You want to know who I am? I'll tell you who I am. I'm faster than grease lightning. I'm slicker than snot. I'm the sound that wakes you up in the middle of the night. If you own a bike in Portland, I'm your worst nightmare. At least, I used to be. So there I was, in the middle of the night, when I spotted it. The perfect bike. And then she'd be all mine.
Hey, what the f***? That's my bike! Hey, Spikesy! It's a goddamn grandma!
So much for my life of crime. I guess I'll take up crocheting instead.
An ordinary thumb. Most of us have at least one, and we take them for granted. But in the world of professional thumb wrestling, they take thumbs to the whole new level.
Our challenger this evening is known in the competitive thumb wrestling world as Thumb Thunder. A newcomer in the world of thumb sports, T2 has rocketed through the ranks and is out to prove that women can compete in this bloodthirsty sport. And that victory has no gender. Our defending champion tonight is Thumbzilla III. He comes from a long line of professional thumb wrestlers, and he's a tough thumb to beat. Let me tell you, digits like this aren't made, they're bred.
When you grow up with farmers that juice fresh juice with their hands, and then you have Coca-Cola or any other big company come in and they start juicing with big machines, who's gonna win? I mean, you just throw a bunch of apples in a machine, you don't need hands for that. So, I'm here to save my family. This is my family's farm. The juice farm. Lemons, limes, oranges, apples, cherries, cucumbers, lettuce. You name it.
I'm in it for the glory, and then also to represent women in the thumb athletics world. I mean, you look at Thumbzilla III, and let me tell you, he's juicing one way or the other, if you know what I mean. But us women, you know, our hands might be smaller, but our dedication is larger. And that's what I want to bring to the table with Thumbzilla III. I'm a disgrace.
I need some water. I need some water. Some water. I need water. Help water. What's that over there? Oh, shit, I need that. Oh, thank you.
So my name is Jim Bruce. I'm the IT and network administrator, and I'm a part of PCM because I really enjoy the mission of non-commercial media, that everybody should be able to participate in creating and utilizing technology to tell their own stories without having to worry about whether or not they're going to make money from it.
You've been psyched out and you're going down. I'm a trash talking talented, no class clown. I will abuse you until you lose. You can go on home and pout. You've been psyched out.
Hi, welcome to Portland Community Media. We are Goat to the Face. We're an improv team. We're gonna make up some comedy on the spot, and
First thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna send this guy back to our special no heary, no.
The soundproof booth.
Yeah.
All right.
And I'm gonna get a suggestion from my handy audience member here. His name is Apples to Apples, and my nope. Oh, create your own card. And we're gonna go with meatloaf, large and intimidating. The dish, not the singer. All right, good. That makes me think mostly my mom's meatloaf. It was made with ketchup and with what are those little round, hard cereal things? Well, yeah, grape nut flakes. Grape nuts, not the flakes.
Oh, all right. All right, so what do I got here? Let's see. Randomly, I'm gonna pull up boyfriends. My boyfriend's back and you're gonna be in trouble. All right, so boyfriends make me think of my ex-girlfriend, which makes me think of murder, which makes me think of killing this show. All right. All right, so my suggestion was boyfriend.
And mine was meatloaf.
Meatloaf, all right. Cool.
All right.
So we're gonna start.
Stuart, this is the most romantic thing that any boy's ever done for me before.
Oh, Martha, I really wanted our first date to be pretty special.
Well, it's already special. I'm used to just cooking sandwiches, and I don't think you can even call it cooking if it's a sandwich.
Oh, well, we call them making sandwiches.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so this is my mother's recipe.
Okay.
She got it from her boyfriend, who was a sailor, and he went all over the world. Wow. And so
so it's like food with history.
Yes, exactly. I'm gonna grab a couple plates.
I like what you did at the table here too. Did you pick this flour or did you buy it? It's okay if you picked it. It's okay. I was just curious. It's not like a, it's fine either way.
What's the right answer here?
Help
me out.
I'm gonna say you picked it.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Spatula.
Do you need help?
No. I got it.
It's.
Okay.
I'm just saying you could like completely burn it, or you could burn down the house, and I'd still be really happy with the product. Because as I said, not a lot of people have done. Oh wow, oh my gosh, that's like food art. Did you drizzle the ketchup in that?
Yeah.
Is that a heart?
Yes.
That's really nice. I didn't go to prom, so like when I turned 21 and you asked me on a date at my birthday party at Applebee's, I was like pretty excited because I haven't been on any sort of fancy event.
When I saw you sitting at the bar at Applebee's ordering a Shirley Temple, I saw the hurt in your face, Martha, and it really attracted me to you.
You look like you'd gotten hurt in the face too. How's that healing up?
It's really good.
Yeah.
Apparently, I'm not very good at the batting cages. Dig in. Don't let me stop you.
All right. That's really good. It is really good.
Oh,
I'm
a vegetarian, so I'm not gonna eat mine. But I just wanted to watch you eat.
It's really odd but flattering. You know what? Like I usually, sometimes when I'm alone at home and I cook, I'll sit in front of the mirror and like I'm with someone else and watch myself eat. so I've had a lot of practice.
You looked really lonely at Applebee's. I thought you were kind of like me in the loneliness department.
Yeah, we're pretty much. It's actually kind of a place of confidence now. I'm super lonely, super. You know, it's like my insecurity is also a strength.
Do you want mine?
Yeah, that's great. Are you trying to lose a few pounds? Because it seems like that's where some of your insecurity comes from. I mean, I like it. I like a guy with a little extra weight, but I mean, it means that he's, you know, real and.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize that.
No, I'm sorry. I thought we were.
You thought that I was fat.
I'm sorry. I just thought we were talking like real here.
Is it better?
Well, that's good. Sure. Yeah, sure.
Okay. Martha.
Well. No, I'm just saying that, you know, it's okay to be insecure. Like, we all have things. Like, look at this. It's.
Can I just cry on your shoulder for a second? Because, like, I was pouring my heart out on this dinner for you, and then you call me fat. And I just I don't know if this is going to work. I got to break up with you. I'm sorry. I can't be in an abusive relationship with words that hurt my soul. Okay?
Okay, that sounds good to me. Do you mind if I finish my meatloaf?
Do you want me to get you to go?
That'd be great, thanks. It's kind of like Applebee's.
And that's our show. Right?
Right.
You got the 20, man, your shoes untied, and your mama never loved you. Mama never loved you. She said she did, but she's ugly and she lies. She's never thinking of you. Mama never loved you.
I was a teacher in the Beaverton School District, and I got started with this after my third child, and then I decided I had to put the teaching aside. And then I found out about the refugee situation. My grandparents were refugees. My husband's grandparents were refugees. So that's how we got involved with that program. And then it just became apparent that it's not just refugees that need that kind of help. And, you know, it's very uplifting to sit here for a few hours and see the families that come and how much they appreciate what they can get here and the quality. With their faces, with their tears, with their thank yous, with their letters that come afterwards, the case managers. You know, it's without us. I remember when we first got started, for example, Friendly House, they had their own little garage, and their donors would call and say, can we give you this or that? Well, it wasn't necessarily what they needed. And then their case managers, who really need the time to work with the families, were having to spend their time going and, you know, taking their families all around to get the things they needed. Here we can set up these two warehouses. We have two places where case managers can take their families. It's a one-stop shop for furniture, linens, and housewares. So they can get everything. It saves their case managers time. It saves the families. It's $50. The agencies give us $50 per family, but that's $650 thrift store value of stuff. And that $50 keeps us solvent, or helps to keep us solvent. And you know, I just believe in sharing, you know, sharing resources. Well, initially, when we first separated from Jewish Family and Child Services, we had 3 garage doors at one of those facilities. And we were partnering with the YWCA. They gave us space for our breakable stuff and small items. And we were all volunteer-based. And then little by little, you know, we added, Portland Public Schools gave us what used to be Washington High School. Across the street was their mechanics area, and Portland Public Schools clothes closet was housed there, and then they had an empty garage space, so we moved in there. So that was one of our first spots. And then we've moved like 8 times as, you know, facilities changed. We own this building. The funding comes from different streams. The biggest, probably the biggest stream is because we have an estate store. And in our estate store, we sell high-end antique and collectible items. And items, you know, like we have a chair, an Eames chair, that'll sell for a lot of money. The value from selling that is much more than the value of giving an Eames chair to a client. So sometimes things come in like that. Eric found a vase in a drawer that turned out it had a name on it. You know, it sold for hundreds of dollars. We never know, you know, things come in. Sometimes people purposefully call us and say, we have something for your estate store. So that's about 1/3 of our operating costs. Then you know, our truck, if you call us and say, I have a kitchen table, we ask you for $30. When our truck, you know, 2 men, the truck, workman's comp, gas, insurance, all of those costs, and the fact that we then are giving it away, so we ask for $30 for that pickup. When Bradley Engel House, Central City Concern, brings a family here, we ask them for $50. When we deliver, we ask for $200. Usually that delivery is out in Gresham up 3 flights of stairs with no elevator. So, and 2 guys and a truck. So we have these streams of revenue. We, Monday through Friday, we're open here for clients to come in. So starting at 9 o'clock in the morning, we're getting ready for clients. We see 60 families a week between the 2. So we have clients coming in here with their case managers. So they come in, they have a list of furniture and linen items that they want. Our program guys help them do their selections. Most of the time they come with a truck, so they take the stuff, load it up, and they're out. We also now offer a delivery service, so some of the families are picking stuff and then we segregate it, and then our truck delivers it later in the day. That's primarily the operations. Then our truck is out collecting, so by 4 o'clock usually our truck is coming back with a load. And we have volunteers who are here. The volunteers help the clients pack the small stuff. And they also, as new donations are coming in, they put things away. Then, you know, things are going on in the background. Our finance person, our development's going on. But what you primarily see is the clients coming in. Our donors primarily are people who are moving, they're downsizing, or they are people who are just buying 1 or 2 new things, and they understand that the value of donating it for somebody else versus trying to sell their own stuff. Probably our donors are middle to upper class, people, but, who financially can afford to buy something new and not, worry about having to sell what they're replacing. Well, everybody that comes in here is below the poverty level. So that's one of the reasons why we kind of set up so that we receive calls from social service agencies. So they're the ones who vet the clients so that we don't have to have a list of questions, you know, to determine whether or not somebody is qualified. We accept, whenever a case manager calls us and says, I have a family that needs help, we say yes. We don't start asking questions. And if the case manager says my client needs a queen bed, a twin bed, and a sofa, we don't say, are you sure they need a sofa? We take, you know, whatever they tell us. They're the ones who know the family. They're the ones who've been to the family's apartment or where they're going to be moving, not us. So we respond. Well, you know, we do a lot of outreach, you know, through our store. You know, we tell people about our volunteer opportunities. When we make connections with businesses, we tell them about volunteer opportunities. We have things out on our website about volunteering.
Became started in this endeavor.
Oh man.
I wanted to volunteer for a nonprofit, and I came in here and got a tour, and I loved the people, and I loved what they were doing. So I volunteered for 2 years, and then they were looking for a weekend manager. So I got hired as a weekend manager. So I'm here every weekend.
How long have you been here?
And I've been here a little over a year as the manager.
So, and particularly a new thing that we're doing, because in the past we do get a business, for example, Wells Fargo or the Standard or some business like that will say, can we send 20 people? Well, it's hard for us to have 20 people come in here and have work for 20 people to do, because new things come in, we got to put them away because tomorrow somebody's going to be asking for that. So we have a dresser project. So now what we're asking is, we've been buying these, it's not a dresser exactly, it's like cubbies. It's like 4 and 4 open cubbies. It's like a shelf, but it's a very good thing for people to organize their clothes. And so we ask companies to go buy some of those and come here and build them. And they go out the next day when families see them. Dressers are a big deal for us. Any social service agency, church, school, can call us, connect with us, and they vet their clients so that we don't have to.
How do you measure CW success?
Well, we count. For example, we have a dollar value for all the items that we give away. And this dollar value came from visiting several thrift stores to see how much would it cost if somebody wanted to buy a sofa? What would it cost if somebody wanted to buy a pot? And so when a family comes in here and they get everything that they need, we check off everything that they received, we throw it into the computer, and it spits out a dollar value. Last year we gave away, average per family, $650 thrift store value of furniture, linens, and kitchen items. So we take a look at that every year. We take a look at how many families did we serve, how many people did we serve, how many children were in that mix. We look at what's the dollar value. Are we able, what percentage of what people are asking for are we able to give? That's important to us, because if we never had any beds, you know, people, there's some high priority items here. We really work hard to get those things because we know that's what the families are looking for. So we take a look at those numbers every year and we see the growth. Well, you know, as hard as we work and as hard as our city works, to, raise the level of where people are. There's always going to be issues for families, and there's always going to be situations where people need to start over, and we want to be there to help out. Right now, we're in a stable mode, having these 2 warehouses and working for these 2 warehouses to be the best that they can be and to be in operation and using them to their fullest capacity. And I suppose long-term, future, we need to look at where is the population that's needing our help. And Vancouver, for example, is definitely, they're coming here. People from Salem are coming here. People from Estacada are coming here. So it's because we're the only furniture bank, so to speak, where a family can come and get what they need with the support from social services.
I can smell the sea air. I'm gonna spend the rest of my days out on the ocean. And when I die, I'm gonna die on the sea. Do you want to know what I will die of? I will die from eating an unwashed grape out on the ocean. I will die with my hand in the hand of some nice-looking ship's doctor. Oh, a very young one, with a small blonde mustache and a big silver watch. And I'll be buried at sea, sewn up in a clean white sack and thrown overboard into an ocean as blue as my first lover's eyes. You see me, Lord Bassanio, where I stand, such as I am. For myself alone, I would not be ambitious in my wish, to wish myself much better, but for you, I would be troubled 20 times myself, 1,000 times more rich, 10,000 times more fair, if only to stand high in your account, that I might in beauty, living, virtue, friends, exceed account. But the full sum of me is the sum of something determined gross, is an unlessoned girl, unschooled, unpracticed. Happy in this is she. She's not yet so old, but she can learn. Happier than this is she's not bred so dull, but she can learn. And happiest of all, as she commits her gentle spirit to be directed by you, her governor, her lord, her king. I'm very attractive. But it's no great big deal to me. You know, it's about this. My face. I was born with it, people. I was given these features to wear around, and I have no choice. And I'm not gonna lie, it has gotten me things I've wanted, you know, a date, into a club, or a smile from my dad. But as I got older, it became, I don't know, almost like a problem, a real bother that I had no control over. And I know, I should be grateful. I should be praying to the heavens that I'm not scarred or missing an ear, but I mean, I know girls who hate their noses and mouths or the fact that their eyes are too far apart, and I don't have that problem, and I'm happy about that. I am. It's just, I've cried myself to sleep at night because of who I am. You should know that. I was pregnant. It wasn't yours. The day before, I had gotten an abortion. And the next day in class, we were ironically talking about reproduction. So I had to listen to Miss Rainey go on about the uterus, eggs, fallopian tubes. I was already feeling sick to my stomach. I was just looking for anything to zone out on. And that's when I started to read this note over Miss Puritanical Princess's shoulder. She was going on about how happy she was that she was a virgin, and she was going to stay that way until she was married, and how disgusted she was with all the little whores at our school. Well, without even thinking about it, I just pulled out my cute little red Bic lighter and I lit her cute little red hair on fire. Every day in therapy, they ask me if I'm sorry yet. And I just can't be. Bitches like that, they make me sick. They've made me sick. I am officially sick, psychotic, unrepentful, unremorseful, and they've branded me a sociopath. I have no choice but to believe them. And now, new to the Pacific Northwest, we have singer-songwriter Endo.
Kingdom lay on humble streets, modest, light and dark. It's built on your trash and your scraps and your change, kept up by my loving hands, by my loving hands. Now he who dwell in my fine house, guest of my compassion, yeah, may he leave better knowing, better reaping what he sows, better understanding me, better understanding himself. Yeah, it's all I know, it's all I know, it's all I know, until now. Well, I took a train ride through the city just to see what I'd become. And I watch my face change on the reflection in the windows. And I lost my sense for the ride back home, and I would head it out to the street. There was no one there to tell me I'd be headed for so much more. First I met a biker and he said his name was Michael. He never knew what he had until it left him standing there. And next I met a dancer, though she would say that she was working, trying to get herself some pay and trying to see them baby girls through school. Yeah, it's all I had known, it's all I'd known, it's all I had known, it's all I'd known. Well, it was out on the street on Folsom where I felt the lonesome creeping up onto my bones, just like a heartbeat in a wailing crow. And I was walking down the sidewalk like a prophet to myself. Well, I sang the words I felt, I cut the strings that tied me down. Yeah, well, I sang the words I felt, I cut the strings and left them there for someone else. Yeah, it's all I had known, it's all I'd known, it's all I had known, it's all I'd known. Yeah, it's all I had known, it's all I had known until now. Face you wear is all worn down and running. The love you bear it anywhere but safe. Now on the ground you stand on, crumbling beneath you as you stay. You're tired of waiting around. You're tired of waiting around. Your words are cursed, they fall through the cracks and dissipate. The thoughts you keep, you bury deep, well, they're weeping on the inside. The head you carry, bruising both your shoulders as you stay. Oh, you're still waiting around. Oh, you're still waiting around. Oh, you're done waiting.
So a few minutes ago, I was taking a walk down the street here, and I came across this chalk mural on the ground. As I walked along the street, little did I know that my shoelace was untied. Ah! Sometimes you got a double knot.
Jessica, how do you feel?
I was involved in a drug cartel back in 1974. A lot of
I was in a band for a while. We were a kind of dance, funk, pop band, which sounds really silly and whatnot. But anyway, it was really fun is the important part. There was sort of a mantra going on that we had that was, we like to have fun. So that was true. We did that a lot, having fun. We also traveled on little mini tours. And this is like, I just want to be clear, this is not like a tour with a big bus where you go and you have a hotel and you trash the hotel. Like that's not the tour that we went on. We went on a tour in a Ford Focus with like massive quantities of equipment in a Ford Focus and 3 people. So it was like very, very compact. On one of these tours, we were going to Buffalo, New York, and Cleveland, Ohio. The Cleveland spot is a really cool little joint, mostly kind of more of a punk feel than pop funk, like not really. You would wonder why people liked us there so much, but they did. They loved our band so much there. And so we went and we played, and it was really cool. We were going to stay at the house next door. There was like 3 or 4 different couches to choose from. I took out my sleeping bag, which is my mom's sleeping bag, and it was all cotton. And it was a very nice sleeping bag, all natural fibers, really like hardy. So she gave me this nice sleeping bag to use on tours, which is a bad idea for longevity of a sleeping bag. By the way, I rolled it out on this couch and I was kind of a little hazy. And I was like, in my haze, I sort of woke up and I noticed there was a small bug on the couch. He was just, sort of making his way up, and I was like, that's gross. I just kind of flicked him away and ignored it and went back to sleep. We went on the rest of the tour. It was great. Came home, no problems. About, I'd say, a week or 2, week and a half later, I went to a 4th of July celebration, also used that sleeping bag. Started to notice about a day or so after that, little bumps on my skin that were like 3 in a row, and like they were in little lines. They were like everywhere. They were on my leg, they were on my stomach, they were on my back, or on my arm, and I was like, this is kind of weird. Maybe I'm having an allergic reaction to something, but it was weird because they were in lines. They just took forever to go away. I was like, I have to look them up. And I looked it up. 3 bumps in a line is like the sign of the bed bug. No one believed me also, by the way. Like I told people, I was like, yeah, I think I've got bed bugs. I think my sleeping bag is infested with bed bugs. And they're like, no, it's not. You're just paranoid. I like cleaned out everything. Like I cleaned out my bed because I thought maybe it had gotten on my clothing and then like into my bed. Cleaned out my car because I was paranoid that because I had that sleeping bag in my car, and I was just like, I could not deal with that. I was really nervous about the bed bug situation. But then they sort of just disappeared after I'd taken all these extreme measures to make sure that the bed bugs were dead. Like it just went away. And it could have been that I took the extreme measures. It could have been that, or it could have been that they were never there to begin with, and I just maybe one hitched its way home with me, and then it died, and then it was fine. Definitely now everyone thinks I'm crazy and is perpetually paranoid about bed bugs. So that's fun, but I'm not, guys. I'm not paranoid of bed bugs. I don't want to get bitten and then get Lyme disease or something. I went on tours after that, and everything was fun except for I didn't have my mom's great sleeping bag, and I always felt bad that
I destroyed my mom's luxurious sleeping bag in the act of touring. So, word to the wise, don't sleep on weird couches with your mom's valuable sleeping bag.